May 2021, is that you, player? What is up, Unfinished fam? I am soon to be Dr. Jones, and today we're tuning in to talk about a topic that comes up quite often when I talk about getting my PhD, which is what can I do with it and how much money am I gonna make? Before jumping in, don't forget to subscribe to the Unfinished family and hit the bell below to get notified when I post new videos. Also, don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram for more daily content at Black and Unfinished. Now, let's get started. In the Why Get a PhD video, we talked about what a PhD was and some reasons as to why you would want to get a PhD. We further dusted over some opportunities that you could get as a PhD, but we didn't go into too many details. In today's video, we're going to discuss some opportunities that I have access to as a soon-to-be PhD in statistics and just as a PhD in general. All right, getting into it. A category of opportunities that I have newfound access to, typically within 2 years after I graduate, are postdoctoral researcher opportunities, aka postdocs. Postdocs come in a variety of shapes and sizes. You can get a postdoc in industry, government, or academia, and they can be found all over the world. These opportunities usually pay low compared to full-time career positions, but they definitely pay more than what you would be making while still in school. The internet claims that the median salary for a postdoc position is between $42,000 and $50,000 a year. This may seem like a lot coming right out of school where you are maybe making $24,000, if that, but be aware some postdoc positions don't offer healthcare or other benefits, and you would have to pay that separately. You can think of a postdoc as an extension on your dissertation years, but with more respect on your name. They typically last about 1 to 3 years, and depending on your performance, you have the chance to transition to a full-time career position, making more money, of course. For a more short-term opportunity, as a recent PhD, you still have access to internships. In the first year of graduation, you're still considered an affiliate of the school you graduated from. This means you're still considered a student and you can still apply to internships. I would only recommend internships post-graduation as a buffer time to apply for other opportunities or as a point of access to the job that you really want. The reason, they pay less than postdocs and they usually only last a few months. Of course, the long-term goal of getting a PhD is to secure the job that you want. The three main realms that are spoken of when talking about getting a job are academia, industry, and government. Academia is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to be working in a similarly structured environment that you studied in. So teaching courses, working with students, and conducting research are all aspects associated with working in the academy. Different educational institutions expect and require different loads on teaching, researching, and service. Depending on what kind of institution you're at, you can expect to make close to 6 figures as a statistics professor. This is definitely a nice salary with guaranteed holidays and summers off, but you typically have to work your way up to becoming a full professor. One does not simply apply and receive full professorship. You're gonna have to spend some years working your tail off to get tenured and receive full professorship. I'll speak more on professorship at a university in a later video. Be sure to drop any comments or questions that you have on that topic down below. Now, industry and government. Sometimes these two get clumped together because how similar they are. The main difference between the two, industry means that you work in the private sector, which is the part of the country's economy that is controlled by individuals or privately owned companies, while government is the public sector, controlling a different part of the country's economy through the various government agencies. National laboratories are quite a special case. They're owned by the federal government, but they're managed by universities and their consortia, private companies, or nonprofits. And these are all known as contractors. Working at a national lab, you can expect some awesome benefits and a nice salary. Most of the labs work on a salary pay scale, which determines your salary based on education, position, and experience. It's hard to say exactly how much you would make because some of the labs have different positions and some also have different pay scales. I do want to say I interviewed for a national lab position and the starting salary was $100,000 with outstanding benefits. And I mean outstanding. In government with the PhD, you would qualify for a GS-11 if the work you do is related to the degree that you have. Currently, the GS-11 pay for 2020 is just over $55,000, capping at $72,000. The exact amount depends on where you're located though. One way to tell the difference between a government job and an industry job is the salary. And when applying, most of the openings for government jobs are posted on USA Jobs. This is also where you'll find open positions for NASA. NASA is considered an independent agency of the federal government, not a national lab. Talking more on industry jobs, another reason that these get confused with government jobs is because a number of different companies provide contracts for the government agencies. Meaning, the government outsources what they need done to different companies who specialize in this type of work. This is done to save time and money. An example of this kind of organization is Raytheon. Raytheon is a defense contractor company whose core manufacturing concentration is in weapons, military electronics, and commercial electronics. It's confusing that they aren't in the public sector, isn't it? Well, they have contracts with the US government, but they still have other clients. Another option as a statistics PhD is to do independent contracting work. What this can look like is setting up experimental designs for different organizations or analyzing data and reporting results. A statistician once told me I shouldn't get paid less than $100 per hour for consulting. Overall, as a PhD, you have the opportunity to make decent money. However, what's more important is that you're happy with what you're doing. I know that at this point in my life, my long-term goal is to become a full professor conducting research at an HBCU. I also want to be able to work and live abroad for some amount of time too. Short term, I just want to make some money, pay off student loans, and do hood rat stuff with my friends. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know by hitting the like button down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at black and unfinished. Till next time.